What if just all of this is wrong? Literally every single part. I mean, I don't think there's any way it would be wrong, but just imagine the universe expands because there's just one guy, like, blowing it like a bubble. One big guy, one giant guy somewhere. Ah, fuck it.
Latest evidence.
Time lapse of the future. A journey to the end of time. What does the future look like? I feel like I know what the future would look like. A lot like it looks now. Probably not many people outside. Fuck the outside when you can experience it in VR. Thanks to the Tier 1 disability and the Tier 1 toxic pod.
The Holocene has ended. What we do now, and in the next few years,
Thanks to Prime Fam
profoundly
firing.
affect the next few 1,000 years. The only conditions modern humans have ever known so far are changing, and changing fast.
Nothing's
Oh God!
the same on this planet. Everything changes. The Earth is going into one of these jumps, and you don't know what is going to be on the other side of those jumps.
This is pretty intense.
The Earth is always jumping. Things move on this planet.
No!
Everything is turning.
What the fuck? Stop, slow down! Do we have the technology to stop a star from going supernova? No! Son of a bitch! What if we just drain the Earth of all lava? So that way when the supervolcano tries to erupt, it's just like a fart. You know, it's just like dust and gas and shit. No lava. Damn, we're going in deep. Lord. That's speculative, though. They don't know that an asteroid's gonna hit in 200 million years.
As it begins to run out of fuel, the sun won't simply fade away to nothing. Its core will collapse, and the extra heat this generates will cause its outer layers to expand.
So we have about 9
sun
billion good
is now
years
dead.
left.
It remains slowly cooling in the freezing temperatures of deep space.
Hey, that's fine. 9 billion decent years. No, hey, nothing wrong with that. It's a good run.
The fate of the sun is the same
Thanks to
as
Tier
for all
1
stars.
La Bestia in
One
the
day,
resub ozone, or
they
one
must
zone.
all eventually die, and the cosmos will be plunged into eternal night.
All stars eventually will run out of fuel. The temperature of the universe drops. The stars, one by one, in the night sky, will turn off. And there'll be no more new stars created.
Oh, man.
The universe will end not with a bang, but with a whimper.
Imagine the last star.
But nice.
How lonely. Having to whittle away with none of your star friends. And it takes like billions of years. Thanks to resub, Tom. $2,000 trillion years is the degenerate era. We've gone backwards in time. We're currently in the degenerate era.
With no fuel left to burn, a white dwarf's faint glow comes from the last residual heat from its extinguished furnace. Looking at it from where the Earth is now, it would only generate the same amount of light as the full moon on a clear night.
No, man.
The faint glow of white dwarfs will provide the only illumination in a dark and empty void littered with dead stars and black holes.
That is until Big Bang 2, the sequel, baby. Let's run it. Give that star some friends.
In some ways, it's kind of a ghost universe. It's
The gamers rise again.
that will take us into the future.
Thanks to resub Cosmic Corpse. And thanks to the resub Freaky, Riki, and Ryan. Whoa, fuck! Jesus Christ! Thanks to the resub Payton. What are these giant rings?
A black dwarf will be the final fate of those last stars. White dwarfs that have become so cold.
Master Chief? Yeah, I guess it's just Halo rings.
Or light.
Thanks to the resub Punk and
Black
Unplugged.
dwarfs are dark,
Oh, spunkiest.
dense, decaying balls of degenerate matter. Little more than the ashes of stars. Their constituent atoms.
Yeah, and then at 100 trillion years, Elden Ring gets released.
Are 1,000,000 times denser than our sun. Stars take so long to reach this point. We believe there are currently no black dwarfs in the universe.
Exactly, scary. Thanks to the resub Grid. Oh, Jesus. The girl Danny? Sorry. There's no capitalization when I see it over here, so it'll look like one word. God, it's the ISR on! Get me out! Oh, fuck. Oh, that'd be wild, Blender, yeah.
We have a pace of life that's based on really the energy
I've
available.
already
to
seen
us
it,
now.
Polka Dot.
You could imagine living conscious systems which have a very different pace and therefore can extend out at least a lot farther than you'd imagine otherwise. You could have a living system where if it had a thought every 10 trillion years,
There's
that was
some ego.
even if our life dies out, one could imagine at some time arbitrarily far in the future a fluctuation occurs which allows intelligent life to exist again for a little while.
Yeah, but fuck them if we're not in it.
So you have islands in time of intelligence.
Thanks to the resub T-Tune. The Prime health went up. Oh, true fire crotch, yeah. I skipped that part. Thanks to the 2 gift subs, Calypso. Thank you again, Calypso. Hey, well, Adam's had a good run. 2 trillion years? That's not bad.
Just spontaneously fall apart.
Any material that
can't be mad about that.
A black hole eventually dies away as its protons disintegrate.
Gamer energy lives on in the universe.
The matter inside black dwarfs,
yeah.
The last matter in the universe, will eventually evaporate away and be carried off into the void as radiation, leaving absolutely nothing behind.
With the black dwarfs gone, there won't be a single atom of matter left. All that will remain of our once rich cosmos will be particles of light.
Woohoo!
Holes.
Those particles probably have to feel so fucking lonely. Hey, thanks for the 5 gift subs again, Ash. Fuck yeah. Thanks for the tier 1 hamster kibbles. Thank you, Ash. Really appreciate it. I have not, Yuane, but someone recommended that earlier. Exhibits Shibe and Ethan. Yeah, makes sense, Swood. Thanks to the resub Jewel Pod.
The arrow of time creates a bright window in the universe's adolescence, during which life...
Hey Tempest, thank you for the 10 gift subs. Good to see you. I hope you've been well. Thank you for the generosity.
But it's a window that doesn't stay open for long.
Holy shit, we've only just begun.
Of the lifespan of the universe, as measured from its beginning to the evaporation of the last black hole.
Oh, thank you for the 10 gift subs, Deadland.
As we know it.
Damn, back to back, thank you.
For 1,000th of a billion billionth of a...
That's like the current price of Safe Moon. Not bad.
Black holes become the fundamental building block of the universe.
Thanks to the Prime MFX.
A galaxy will basically be a supermassive black hole in a center with smaller...
Thanks to the 5 gift subs TZ Big. Thank you for the generosity. And the gift sub Oats. Thank you.
Zombie galaxies filled with black holes continue to evolve.
Zombie galaxies, huh?
They'll eat each other and they'll get bigger and maybe they'll fall into the supermassive black hole.
Are they just making this shit up?
The universe will still be an exciting, dynamic place. It's just that the time
Jonah, thank you, man. Goddamn. Thank you for 10 gift subs, Jonah.
Thousands or millions of
Prime Shepard, Masmary, and resub Kai, and Gogo Mike, and the Prime Dwight. Thank you. Yeah, I think black holes are super cool. We need to find a way to harness that power. Maybe if we just ask it nicely to give us its secrets.
Black holes can bang on space-time like mallets on a drum.
He's a tier 1 captain in the gift sub Slimy, the prime Not Me, and Lakitu. Makes the bits genuine and waffles. Sorry, work wasn't fun.
Imagine two black holes that have lived a long life together. At the end of their lives, they're going around each other, crossing thousands of kilometers in a fraction of a second.
Yeah, that's so cute.
As they do so, they leave behind in their wake a ringing of space, an actual wave on space-time.
I wonder if black holes can fall in love.
Space squeezes and stretches as it emanates out from these black holes banging on the universe. Those are the gravitational waves. They're literally the sounds of space ringing. And they will travel out from these black holes at the speed of light as they ring down and coalesce to one spinning, quiet black hole.
Woohoo!
If you were standing near enough, your ear would resonate with the squeezing and stretching of space. You would literally hear the sound.
I bet it's a wonderful sound. Thanks for the gift sub, Destination and No Skill.
Imagine a lighter black hole.
Really?
Into a
Polka
very heavy
dot.
black
Interesting.
Hole. The sound you're hearing
Thanks for some coal.
is a light black hole banging on space each time it gets close. As it falls in, it gets faster and it gets louder.
Jesus, it's hurting my eyes. Thanks to resub Caparet.
Scientists used to think black holes were immortal.
The fuck was that?
Would one day die.
Now we're talking about time scales of unimaginable length, quadrillions of years into the future. On that time scale, even the black holes begin to evaporate.
How can there be sound in space, though? I thought you couldn't really get sound in space, even if, like, things collide in space. I didn't even think it made it as sound.
Mechanics,
but maybe I'm just dumb.
With virtual particles and antiparticles that are constantly materializing in pairs, separating, coming together again, and annihilating each other.
Oh, so it's more of just like the waves you're talking about? Gotcha. Gravitational vibration, gotcha.
In the presence of a black hole, one member of a pair of virtual particles may fall into the hole, leaving the other member without a partner with which to annihilate. The forsaken particle appears to be radiation emitted by the black hole. And so, black holes are not eternal. They evaporate away at an increasing rate until they vanish in a gigantic explosion.
It's crazy how everything explodes. Why can't it just leave peacefully?
Mechanics has allowed particles and radiation to
Thanks for trying Balthazar.
the ultimate
Give some oats and resubsystem.
black hole.
Yeah, I guess, Deadline, I don't know. True Witch Doctor, and thanks to resub Sleep Trouble. Thanks to Tier 1 Trash Man, the resub Amp, and Ghostly Damage. Or Ghostly Mega Schmeat. Whoa! What if just all of this is wrong? Literally every single part. I mean, I don't think there's any way it would be wrong.
Philosophers and poets have
But just imagine the universe expands because there's just one guy like blowing it like a bubble. One big guy, one giant guy somewhere. Ah, fuck it.
The latest evidence shows that the universe is not slowing down, but it's speeding up out of control. And the universe, we think, will die in ice. Trillions upon trillions of years from now.
DB Cooper? Yeah. DB Cooper's the one making the universe expand.
In every little cubic centimeter of space, whether or not there's stuff, whether or not there's particles, matter, radiation, or whatever, there is still
That sounds
energy,
interesting, Eddie.
even in the space itself.
Yeah, of course, Rope. Go for it.
And this energy, according to Einstein, exerts a push on the universe.
What is the weird stuff that's accelerating the universe? We call it dark energy. And this stuff is the dominant stuff of the universe. Almost 3/4 of the matter-energy content of the universe is this dark energy. And we don't know what it is.
Yeah, not wrong, Xenomorph. I do imagine as our understanding develops, a lot of these may be inaccurate at some level.
Does not dilute away.
But math is kind of hard to, like, prove wrong.
Implications for what the universe is going to do in the future.
Thanks to the resub Blung. I'm gonna give some Trash
So
Man.
what will be the future of the universe?
That'd be huge, Rip.
Well, if the dark energy remains dominant and repulsive,
Thanks, Prime Sophie World.
the universe will expand forever. Faster and faster and faster with time. A runaway universe.
70% of the energy of the universe resides in empty space, and we don't understand why. But we do know what will happen if that energy continues to be there.
Jamma.
The universe will become cold and dark and empty. That's the future as it might be. We don't know because we don't yet understand the nature of dark energy. Until we do, we won't know the future. We won't even understand our own origins, and that's why we want to know and study this subject.
Yeah, dark matter and all that shit has been something I've always been really curious about ever since I was a kid. It just sounds cool. It's the human will. Yeah. That's the unknown energy. That'd be so cool if there was multiple universes, man. I love that shit. Thanks to the Tier 1 Silver Spoon. I agree with that, Colby. Neil Breen knows. Thanks to Resub Koi. Hope work hasn't been too bad, man. That sounds cute, Tingu, but probably not tonight. Thanks to Resub Big Bird. Resub Cox.
Forecast does seem to be for an ever colder, ever emptier universe. But then, of course, we have to ask, could that end lead to a new beginning? And there are ideas whereby what actually is the end of our universe could in some sense be linked to.
Do you think the universe has been, or that this is the first iteration of the universe? I think we're beta testing. And unfortunately the universe probably isn't too happy with our progress. Not to put the words in Universe mouth, but I just can't imagine it's overly impressed.
We've worked out the mathematics, the equations. They seem to say that if you have an atom smasher that can concentrate tremendous amounts of energy at a single point, you can perhaps open up a gateway, a baby universe.
Sounds cool.
Facing the death of everything there is, this perhaps is their only possibility of escape. And this also raises a very intriguing possibility, sheer speculation of course, that perhaps any universe that has intelligent life in it will create baby universes, will create lifeboats, and proliferate child universes.
What? What do you mean?
So an evolution may take among universes in the multiverse. Survival of the fittest may take place. So those universes...
Yeah, I'm gonna open my own universe.
...are infertile.
Fuck it.
...have no children. Those universes that have mild temperatures, stars like us, would create civilizations that could open up child universes.
Thanks for resub, Swag. Good to see you, man. Fuck yeah. My man. Hope you've been well. It's been too long. And that's when we retreat to my universe, where I've let only people that I like into it. It's very exclusive. Thanks to the gift sub Fiend and the gift sub Torchlight. Subs only. Yeah, subs only universe. That'd be crazy, Selvin, yeah. Thanks to the resub, Rob.
After an unimaginable length of time, even the black holes will have evaporated, and the universe will be but a sea of photons gradually tending towards the same temperature as the expansion of the universe cools them towards absolute zero.
Thanks to some honey pie. How much of this stuff do you think people will be around for? All of it. I think we make technology that dictates what the universe does. It becomes our bitch.
That everything reaches the same temperature. The story of the universe finally comes to an end. For the first time in its life, the universe will be permanent and unchanging. Entropy finally stops increasing.
Yeah, I'll think about it.
The cosmos cannot get
Here's
any
Brian Fellow.
Nothing happens, and
but
it
maybe
keeps
Rip.
not happening forever.
These videos are always so good. I love this shit. They're so grand in scale and so well produced. How can you not like something like that?